Hello and welcome to another video of Learn with Vishran Basala. And I think today we are in sensitizer notation. The designation sen is the notations column refer to the potential for an agent to produce sensitization as confirmed by human or animal data. The sen notation does not imply that sensitization is the critical effect on which the TLV is based, or does it imply that this effect is the sole basis for the agent's TLV? If sensitization data exists, they are carefully considered when recommending the TLV for the agent. For those TLVs that are based upon sensitization, they are meant to protect workers from induction of these effects and are not intended to protect those workers who have already become sensitized. In the workplace, respiratory, dermal and conjunctival exposure to sensitizing agent may occur. Similarly, sensitizer may evoke respiratory, dermal or conjunctival reaction. At this time, the notation does not distinguish between sensitization involving any or this organ system. The absence of an sen notation does not signify that the agent lacks the ability to produce sensitization, but may reflect the paucity or inclusiveness of scientific evidence. Sensitization often occurs via an immunological mechanism and is not to be confused with other conditions or terminology such as hyperactivity, susceptibility or sensitivity. Initially, there may be little or no response to a sensitization agent. However, after a person is sensitized, subsequent exposure may cause intensive responses even at low exposure concentration well below the TLV. This reaction may be life-threatening and may have an immediate or delayed onset. Workers who have become sensitized to a particular agent may also exhibit cross-reactivity to other agents with similar chemical structure. A reduction in exposure to the sensitizer and its structural analogy generally reduce the incidence of allergic reaction among sensitized individuals. For some sensitized individuals, however, complete avoidance in occupational and non-occupational settings provides the only means to prevent the immune response to recognize sensitizing agent and their structural analogy. Agent having a sen notation and low TLV present special problems in the workplace. Respiratory, dermal or conjunctival exposure should be significantly reduced or eliminated, which personal protects equipment or process control measures. Education and training, review of potential health effects, safe handling procedure, emergency information are also necessary for those who work with non-sensitizing agent. For individual information regarding the sensitization potential of a particular agent, refer to documentation for the specific agent. Although the TWA concentration provides the most satisfactory practical way of monitoring airborne agents for compliance with the TLVs, there are certain substances for which it is inappropriate. In the latter group are substances which are predominantly fast acting and whose TLV is more appropriately based on this particular response. Substances with the type of response are best controlled by a ceiling limit that should not be exceeded. It is implicit in this definition that the manner of sampling to determine non-compliance with the limit for each group must differ. A single belief sample which is applicable to the ceiling limit is not appropriate to the TWA. Here's a significant number of samples are needed to permit a TWA concentration throughout a complete cycle of operation or throughout the work shift, whereas the ceiling limit places a definite boundary that concentration should not be permitted to exceed. The TWA requires a explicit limit to the excursions that are potential above the list TLVs. It should be noted that the same factors are used by the Chemical Substance TLV Committee in determining the magnitude of the value of STELs and whether it exclude a substance from the ceiling listing. Okay, so I don't know what are these, like I'm telling you seriously. Why do we need this thing, man? Measurement of general pollution of air, site, process measurement. I think this is important now. I think now we are in good terms, but this TLV and all that is bullshit. Unlisted substance. What is this, man? 3.831. okay, now there is sample exit inert gas of vapors. Now from next class I think it's interesting, and we might get something out of it. Okay, so let's do that. So thank you for watching. Yeah, this is boring. I think no one is listening to this, so thank you for that, because even I would have not listened to this. But from here we can understand something. Let's go. Okay, we are in page 75. We have to reach page 330. So it's about air pollution, water pollution. So let's learn about that. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in another video. Bye bye, take care.